And it should be recording. Okay, I'm Charles with Wooters Company LLC, and today we're going to reset the combination on this touchpad lock. So we've removed the lock from the door, and on the rear of the front lock case, this is the front, you can see, we have 9 number buttons plus the C button, which clears the combination. So what we're going to do is, the current combination is 3, 4, 6, 9. You see that allows me to rotate the thumb turn. I can't rotate it. If I do 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the wrong combination. The thumb turn is still rigid. So I messed up, so I can reset by pressing the C for clear, and I can do 3, 4, 6, 9, which is our current combo, and that will allow me to gain entry. Now, to change the combination with the lock off the door, we flip it over. I've already removed these 2 screws in advance. There are 2 more screws, so 4 total that we'll want to remove. And make sure you're working on a very flat surface. That's very important. So, got that. And keep pressure on the back of this plate because there are 10 springs attached to it. So if you just don't have pressure on it when you take the screws off, everything could go flying everywhere, and that would not be good. Okay, so all of our screws are removed. So now I'm going to gently release pressure, and I can take off our cover plate, which I'm going to set aside for now. So on the inside of this lock we have red tumblers and blue tumblers. The red tumblers are the numbers in our combination. They can be entered in any order. So what we can do now is we can take we have tweezers that were provided with the lock. To remove the tumblers and swap them out, we have to, on the front of the lock, push down the C button. That will allow these to be released.
Oops.
Oh, no worries. Okay, so we've taken this tumbler out, and if you're moving a tumbler from this side of the lock to this side of the lock, you have to turn it over, turn it 180 degrees. So,
if you could focus on the directions.
Yeah. So basically, I'm going to put our combination to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 and 4, those tumblers are already entered. We'll have to take out tumblers 1 and 2, which are blue tumblers. So I am taking them out and setting them down in the same orientation that they were in the lock. Now we're removing the 1 and 2 tumblers to replace the 6 and 9 tumblers. So that will mean that we'll have to flip them over as such. Okay, so those are flipped, and we're taking the 6 tumbler out and flipping that because we're swapping its orientation in the lock, and we're taking out the 9 tumbler and swapping that tumbler's orientation in the lock. Okay, so now that that's been swapped out, we are going to pick up our blue tumblers and put them in the 6 and 9 slots. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm going to place our red tumblers back in their new slots. Okay, and now we've pinned or put tumblers in all the slots, we can release the C button. And I gave it a little push because it was kind of sticking. So now what I'm going to do is put our cover plate back on the lock. For this example, I'm only going to put 2 screws on since we'll be changing it later to a random combination for the customer. So I'm going to tighten down. And they give you a red tumbler and a blue tumbler, or a spare red and blue tumblers with the lock, so you can actually have between a 2 and 4 digit combination depending on your preference. Okay, you can see we have red tumblers on positions 1, 2, 3, 4. The rest are blue, except for the C, which is a gray tumbler. You never want to remove that. That will mess up the lock. So now we enter our code, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn.
Yay.
Now it locks back up. Let's try our old code, 3, 4, 6, 9. Okay, we're locked out on the old code, so we just press clear, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're good to go. We can now put the lock set back on the door.